Hey guys, it's Mershdd. Welcome back to the channel. Today is another free-to-play update. The last couple episodes, by the way, have like skyrocketed in views compared to what they were. So thank to everybody who has subscribed and tuned in and is following me on the free-to-play journey. It's really nice to see. So yeah, thank you again. But guys, in today's episode, I want to show you how close we are to getting Arbiter. Have a look at the mission progress, and there is not many more left on this part 3 section before we get to part 4, which is Arbiter. All we need is to get a 4th champion to level 6 of Ascension, and this is where my choice of 6 stars is kind of biting me in the arse, to put it like quite frankly. The reason is that I've already done 2 epics to 6-star Ascension. We've obviously done Ignatius a few episodes ago. Now we need to get Rhonda, and I haven't been very lucky with my magic pots. I am in the process of grinding like for the magic pots. However, um, what I think I will need to do is actually just spend a little bit of time in the Arcane Keep first and get Nari to level 3 of Ascension. Just because once we get Nari to 3, 3-star Ascension, we can unlock his passive, which means at the start of his turn he'll transfer one random buff from the enemy to a random ally. And for the magic keep, that is phenomenal when you combine it with his A1, right? His A1 has a 50-50 chance of stealing a buff, plus his passive, which will just steal one completely. It just means that we can constantly keep stripping the buffs away from the magic keep, right? And then once I do that, I'll be able to down the magic keep on a consistent basis. We have managed to push all the way to stage 19, and I do feel like Nari might be like the missing piece of the puzzle. At the moment, I've still been relying on a 4-star Fenacil with a ability which will decrease the duration of all enemy buffs by 1 turn on a 6-turn cooldown. So because I'm relying on him, and obviously he's only 4-star in like kind of random crappy gear, it just means that we are not able to do it on a consistent basis. But I do think Nari will be able to actually give us that consistency. So that's probably what I'm going to be blowing all of these gems and whatever energy I can muster on for the rest of today, just because I do really want to try and get as many magic keep potions as we can, because I do not want to have to wait until I think it's Monday. Wait, hang on. What day is it? Wednesday? Okay, no, so it would be Saturday, so it's not too long to wait, but even still, I'm a little bit impatient and I don't want to, and I really want that epic book. I want to be able to get this clan boss mission done tonight as well. And then hopefully by the end of today, we will be on the in pole position to be able to fuse Relic Keeper. In the meantime, what I have been doing since the last episode is actually farming up the missing fusion champions that we actually need for Relic Keeper. So we had Justicar from the previous missions. We've held on to him. We haven't fooded him. And we've also managed to pull a sorceress along the way. So I've got her to 4-star 40. And then what I've done since is gone into campaign. I have farmed up Executioner and I farmed up Templar, who is just shy of where he needs to be, but I can get I can grab those 5 levels at any time. That won't be a problem. For now, I just want to make sure I can keep progressing with the missions. Honestly, we've done so much progression since the last episode, just burning through energy. We've also got pretty good progress on towards our next 6-star. We have got a 5-star chicken, 5-star chicken, and then we have got this guy who is ready to become a 5-star chicken. So that'd be 3 out of the 5. And then we're probably at a stage now where we don't need Life Taker anymore. So she will probably end up being the next chicken as well. And then we just need one more, right? We have a whole bunch of 4-stars kind of just sitting here waiting to go. And yeah, then I get the kind of tough decision on who I'm going to 6-star next. Initially, it was going to be Fenchy, purely for clan boss. However, the more I look at his kit, and I've already wasted 3 books into him, and they've not gone where I wanted them to go at all. But even if I was to spend the a ridiculous amount of books that this is actually going to take to fully book him, even then he's only going to be able to put out 2 poisons every 3 turns. Whereas you look at somebody like Toragi or Occult Brawler who's putting out like 3 or 4 poisons before every single turn pretty much. Well, Toragi isn't every turn, Occult Brawler is. And I feel like I'd rather just wait for an Occult Brawler and invest all the resources into him then. Fenchy for the time being, I think, would still be very useful in Finite. And Fenchy, Ruella, Rhonda, and Coldheart is already the basis for a really good Finite team to start off with. And then we'd probably have to throw in Ignatius in the mix there as well, just for the wave clear potentially. If not, and we can get away with just having Rhonda for the wave clear, then we can still rely on Deacon. But yeah, Frenchy, I just don't think he is going to be the option for now. Um, my main options are going to be Reliquary Tender, who I do think would be a very good candidate. It could be Nari the Lucky, but then it would be a third legendary as a 6-star, and legendaries are just so expensive to be able to get the most out of. So I think we might wait for Nari, and I do think he'll be able to do a job at 5-star for a while. And then the other option is Cold Heart. So to be honest, it's mainly between Reliquary Tender and Cold Heart, just because I want a rare to be able to invest in, and like enjoy maximum value of. Right? We haven't got a rare 6-star yet, so I feel like it's just something that we need to be able to like spread our resources properly. And obviously, we do have the Aethel's Path event, which is going to be massive for us, providing we can actually muster up enough silver over this time to go ahead and grab this legendary skill tome. Just because Ignatius isn't too far away from being like fully booked where we want him to be, he needs 2 more books in his main 2 AoE abilities, and we get the cooldown decrease, which is honestly going to be so big. It's going to be so big, man. This dude is everywhere for me right now, and having a reduced cooldown on these two, it's just going to be phenomenal. I think it will mean that we can push really far in Spider once we have this down to 5 turns and this down to 4 turns. Because honestly, trying to live with these 2 cooldowns, like we've got masteries that compensate for it. We have 2 cooldown refresh masteries, but honestly, man, it's a bit of a slog. It's a bit of a slog. But yeah, the road to Arbiter is going well. The rest of these missions are going to be really easy. I have not looked ahead at the Part 4 missions, just because I'm lazy and I don't really want to Google it at the moment, just because I'm focusing on that. What we have done as well, whilst we were farming up the the fusion champions for Relic Keeper, we have gone ahead and completed some of these missions. So we completed the champions one. We have completed one of the stages of the artifacts one, and we're currently stuck on here just because I don't have enough 5-star or 6-star even boots to be able to actually go ahead and get this done. But all the silver I have been spending, as you can see, I don't have very many or very much silver. All the silver that we have been spending has been going into just trying to complete this. Not necessarily because I want the 90k silver back from this, but I want this void shard. I want to have that sitting there nice and cushy for the next void times 2. The arena we're not going to be able to focus on for a while. I did finish in gold in the last arena reset, and we're on track to be able to finish in gold again. But upgrading 3 Great Hall bonuses to level 5 is something that's just going to take a little bit of time. We have 2 of them sitting at 4, but to be able to get the next one, we need I think at least 250 gold medals, and yeah, it's just going to be a while. I kind of regret putting some into Force and Void, but I did so just purely for Clan Boss, try and get help out with the accuracy, because again, the gear that I've got is still not too good. Aside from that, there's not too much left to update you on. We do, or rather, we did get some progression going with the faction wars. We were able to clear stage 1 of the Lizardman Crypt, which meant we got 3 stars, which gave us just enough to be able to collect this 100 energy, which will be lovely. That's going to help us towards the grinding for the missions for sure. And then honestly, we're not too far away from the next one as well. I've already with the mission, or not the mission, the challenge. This one. With the artifact sets, level 12 or higher, blah blah blah. I've started putting them on the just random rares in faction wars that I'm actually going to be keeping, just because I know they'll be able to provide some value in the long run for faction wars, and I don't really want to be investing into rares that I will likely not be keeping or using or building in some way, shape, or form. But yeah, honestly, it's going well. We haven't pulled any new exciting champions, unfortunately. Obviously, we've taken Gembo and Haikatun. We've slapped some gear on them just so they can do a job in 3v3. And Teshada's got some random gear as well for faction wars. But yeah, aside from that, man, it is just I can smell Arbiter. She smells good. She's been putting her perfume on. She has had a shower very recently. And yeah, I can smell it in the air. I can smell it in the air. We are not too far. We are not too far. But yeah, aside from that, I just wanted to sort of give you guys an update on how the free to play is going. We are stuck on Doom Tower. We cannot get past this Celestial Griffin boss, and I think mainly the main reason for that is that we just don't have enough damage, and the damage we do have just too big cooldowns for us to be able to get any work done. What I am tempted to do is drop out Deacon, because Deacon's debuffs that he puts on the Celestial Griffin plus his turn meter control, it's just a bit counterintuitive. So I might give this a try after this video and just see if I can keep progressing, because there is some really nice rewards. Like the chickens will be really helpful, the gems to keep pushing with the energy. Yeah, it will just be very nice. And to be honest, even this energy from actually beating Griffin will be nice as well. So what I might do is, once I've exhausted all the resources, if I still haven't got there, then that's where I'm going to be spending all my time. In terms of arena, we have just been rocking pretty much this team consistently. Honestly, having Rector Drath in regen gear, like the base regen gear that I got from logging in, I think it was like day 12 or something. This gear has been so good. I've just built her as tanky and as fast as possible with regen gear, and honestly, she has solo carried so many fights just because, being Force Affinity, she goes up against a lot of magic ones, and they just can't kill her, man. They just cannot get through her. She hasn't got the best build by any means. We also have been doing a little bit of Spider. I guess I can show off. So, I mean, it's coming together. It's coming together. We've managed to get an amulet finally for Ignatius. We just need a banner now. We've managed to get a cheeky little defense amulet with accuracy roll for the main man Deacon, or the main support rather. And yeah, honestly, it's all coming together slowly but surely. My vision is kind of like coming to life. Obviously, we invested in the level 3 gem mine very early on. We've been stockpiling gems, only spending them to get these guys their 3 like sets of full masteries. And then we've honestly, aside from that, we haven't really used gems for much else. What I did do was spend gems to open the Void Keep, just because I didn't want to have to wait till Sunday to be able to push forward with these missions. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. We've got 400 left, or 440 pretty much, and they are all going to be spent on energy just to keep pushing, keep progressing. I think I've done a good job to wait until the energy cap is almost at max. We're still 11 off, but I would rather have done it this way than spend it when we had like a 90 energy cap, right? Just because it's such a big waste of gems at that point, especially because, like, if you're just a little bit patient, you start to get better returns. But look, that's going to be all for today's episode. Thank you guys very much for watching. Take care. Have a lovely day. Like and subscribe if you like the video. I'm going to be back and uploading regularly. Obviously, yesterday we had Valentine's Day, so I was spending it with the missus. But yeah, without further ado, thank you guys for watching. Take care and peace.